Hey everybody, Meghan Caffrey checking in from our Big E studios in New York City with a fresh episode of Fast Break. We are officially in the thick of conference play, so let's waste no more time. We've got a lot to cover. We'll talk a little bit about the Seton Hall Pirates this episode. They are white hot. We'll also learn a little more about Creighton's Carly Bachelor. But first, some records were broken this weekend, so let's start there. And that brings us to the main line, where Villanova's Maddie Siegrist earned Big East Player of the Week, breaking another record as she now leads the conference with 13 Player of the Week nods. And she did so in a 2-0 week for the Wildcats, where she averaged 32.5 points and 11.5 rebounds over the weekend. Oh, and how about this? Let's just add on to those accolades. She is now 5th on the Big East career scoring list with 1,279 career points, surpassing the likes of UConn legends Maya Moore and Rebecca Lobo in the process. Next up, we turn to Seton Hall, where the Pirates are on a 4-game win streak, having won 11 of their last 12 games. They are second in the league in conference standings at 6-1, with that lone loss coming from the UConn Huskies. The Pirates have the third best scoring offense in the league, averaging just over 74 points a game. And although they are led by senior Lauren Park-Lane, who has been just outstanding for the Pirates, she's not the only weapon they have on offense. And we saw that just this past weekend when Shaylin Hagens put up a career-best 22 points in the Pirates' win over Providence. Creighton also capped off their weekend with a win on Sunday. This was after the Jays did lose to St. John's. However, in the Jays' win over Marquette, Carly Bachelor finished with 8 points. And she is not only taking care of business on the court, but she's taking care of patience off of it. Let's learn a little bit more.
So my journey in nursing, I've just started my clinical experiences now. So this is my first semester of doing clinicals. At first I was very nervous, not sure what to expect, but they've been so amazing. I've really loved every single one of my patients. I've enjoyed it so much, and I'm so excited to learn even more. So my next rotation is OB, so it's labor delivery and postpartum care. It's gonna be really fun, and I'm excited to see how I progress through that and where I end up at the end of my 5 years. My inspiration behind nursing is really my mom. She was a nurse, and then she is now a nurse practitioner. She works in cardiology. She is just such a strong woman, and I just saw how she impacts her patients. Over COVID, I was working at a grocery store. I needed a job. And someone came up and told me, I was your mom's patient, I love her, she just takes such great care of me. And that just made me so proud to say, that's my mom, She's definitely my inspiration. It can be a lot, but my teammates and my coaches have been super helpful in just working with my schedule and being flexible with me. If I can get through, these next 2 years, I think I'll be pretty much prepared for anything that's thrown my way, because nursing school just by itself is tough, and then you add in, a sport that's almost year-round. I'm really proud of myself for doing it, because, not a lot of people can say that they've done nursing school and have played basketball at one of the highest levels and, competing how we are. It's hard, but it's very rewarding at the same time.
We'll see that high-level basketball from the Jays tonight on FS1 as Creighton takes on Seton Hall. That game is scheduled to tip off at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. But you don't have to wait that long for some basketball, because our day does tip off this morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with Xavier and Providence for the Friars Kids Day. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, the Wildcats take a road trip to the Windy City to face DePaul. That game is on Flow Sports. Be sure you are following us at Big East WBB on Twitter for all of the highlights and the most up-to-date action. That'll do it for us today. We'll see you next week.